Okay, hello guys. So today we are going to discuss about pandas, one of the most important topic which is required for data science. Okay, so pandas is like a database kind of thing, we can say, or we completely deal with tables. Okay, tables like Excel sheets, CSV files, okay, TSV files. So there are different kinds of Excel sheets we'll have. So we'll be dealing with data like that. Okay, so generally this pandas is actually called as panel data sets, and in the short form we call it as pandas, and the package name itself is also pandas. We will import and we'll use it. Okay, import pandas as PD. I'm using it as an alias PD. Okay, you can put any name you want. Okay, as you can put any name you want, but PD is generally what we use for pandas. Okay, so in today's session we are going to discuss about how to create tables using pandas. Okay, so this is one of the major thing that we are going to discuss, and then we will also see uh, functions, or what is it, methods. So methods inside pandas. Okay, so and yeah, we'll see some of that. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So first of all, to discuss this, remember when we discussed about file handling. So taking different paths, okay, accessing different files using file handling. Okay, right. We wrote. Okay, so we wrote different files. We write the data inside the files. Okay, we read the data, all that. Okay, that's what happened. So today we are going to discuss about how to create the tables. Okay, and once creating the tables, how we can save the files. Okay, and also we can do reading the files back. Okay, using pandas. Okay, we'll see some of those methods. Okay, today. So coming to the first case about creating tables. Okay, creating the tables. Okay, so one thing is that we don't call tables here. We call that those as data frame. Okay, it's a data frame. Simply in layman terms, it is table only. But as per pandas, we will call it as a data frame. A table is called as a data frame. So the usage will be like that. Whenever I say data frame, it is a table. Okay, yeah, so let's start creating the tables. Okay, first of all, we'll use different types of our data. Okay, we'll use different types of our data, and we'll try to create a data frame out of it. Okay, so let's use lists. Let's use dictionaries. Okay, so let's use numpy, all that. Okay, to create. So I'll also import numpy for the future use as np. Okay, and I will also, okay, so let me create different variables for list, dictionary, and numpy as well. Okay, and then we'll try to create a table for that. So first of all, the simple syntax for creating a data frame in pandas is pd dot pd dot data frame. Okay, so pd dot data frame. So pd is representing our pandas package, and this data frame is the method. Okay, this data frame is the method. Let's say df, data frame 1. Okay, so let me name it as df. So df is basically empty right now. Okay, it is completely empty. Okay, so now in this df, in this df1, okay, in this data frame, I can pass my data to create tables. Okay, so generally a data frame or a table consists of number of columns and number of rows. Okay, multiple columns and multiple rows will have. Okay, so let's create uh, some data. Okay, so say for example, let's create a table related to employees, or let's say some students. Okay, students, their marks, their grade. Okay, something like that. So let's say for example, um, student name, student name. Let me create few student names. So let's say, okay, let me write some names here. Okay, so these are some names. Okay, how many are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me write this as first name. Okay, first name, and let me create one more, last name. Okay, let me give something. A, B, C, D, B, C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 7 values. So we have to make sure everything has same number of values. Okay, so I gave first name, last name. So let me give subject wise marks. Okay, so let me say Python. Okay, so 100, 95, okay, 86.5 and 34.5, okay, and 65.4, 23 and 89. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, done. So let me give marks for stats. 87, 26.5, 47. Or instead, I'll create an numpy random. Okay, so I'll just give between 1 to 100. Okay, with some, let's say, 7 values, right? So this one, and p dot random dot random. So let's create 1 to 100, comma 7. Okay, stats Python ML. Okay, so same thing, I'll copy paste and deep learning, let's say. Okay, yeah, so first name, last name, Python marks, stats, MLDL, and I'll also add a rule number. Okay, so rule number, so only for this one I'll use range. Okay, range of 0, 1, 1 to 8. Okay, I'll use 1000. Okay. So this is my data. Okay, 1 second. So list of this. Okay, so I'll use list instead of array. I'll convert this into a list. Okay, fine. So now we have data. Okay, so 6 columns are there. Okay, so roll number, first name, last name, Python, stats, mldl, like that we have different columns. So I am going to create a data frame df1. Okay, so df1 is already there. In this one I am going to create columns and I am going to add values to that. Okay, so first of all, to create columns, okay, to create columns I need to say so here we have created the data frame, but again I'll do create the data frame here. Okay, and here what I'll do is I'll put columns. Okay, so inside a data frame you can get to know whatever are the parameters that is required. Okay, so data, index, columns and all. Okay, like that you can mention. So if you are not mentioning data, then it is going to be empty data set. Okay, empty data frame. So columns, so let's take the columns. The first column is roll number, right? Roll number, and then first name, that is this first name, roll number, last name, and then first name, last name. Next, Python, statistics, machine learning, and then deep learning. Okay, deep learning. So now I have executed that, and let's see. I have created column names. Okay, this is how we are creating the column names. So when I am calling this function pd.dataFrame, inside I am passing columns. Okay, so I am giving the column names in the format of a list. Okay, list of names I am giving. Okay, so when you are giving list of names, it is taking all these column names. Okay, and then now the next thing is I need to pass my data. For each column I need to pass a data. So to pass the data, okay, one way of passing the data is that remember dictionary indexing. If you have a dictionary, you will call the key to get the value. In the same way, here also for assigning to that particular column, you can consider that as a key. Okay, you can consider that column name as a key and you can assign that value. Say like this, df of key. Here key is nothing but the column name. Okay, df1 of that particular column name is equals to roll number. Okay, roll number is basically nothing but this one. Okay, list of these 7 values. Okay, list of these 7 values. And similarly df1 of, so next thing is first name. Okay, df1 of first name. So call that first name variable which we have created. So df1 of last name. Okay, so last name, and df1 of Python, which will be